The world is full of the very rare and unusual, from our own planet Earth to the very farthest reaches of the cosmos. Whether natural discoveries are being made or laboratory experiments are being carried out successfully, scientific innovation changes and evolves from day to day, leaving us in a constant state of wonder and awe. So today, here at Unexplained Mysteries, we will be going over 3 recent discoveries that came about as a result of this innovation and what they might mean for the scientific community at large. The accident hints at unknown stars. When it comes to understanding the ins and outs of our cosmos and solar system, scientists will be the first to admit that we are not even close to knowing everything that there is to know. And a recent discovery has proven that even things that seemed fairly simple might be vastly more complex than we initially thought. Stars are categorized after rather rigid protocols based off their size, temperature, and brightness. However, a celestial body that has been dubbed the Accident has recently discovered that doesn't quite adhere to any of these characteristics. Initially categorized as a brown dwarf or a failed star, it appears totally unlike previously named brown stars and exhibits a strange spectrum of light and was only discovered by pure chance, as the name suggests. After further study of its properties, scientists concluded that the Accident is likely as old or nearly as old as the universe itself, a seriously impressive feat for the lifespan of a star. As a brown dwarf, the Accident is one of the smallest stars but is still sizably bigger than the largest planet in our solar system and formed from the top-down cloud collapse model that is typical of stars. Although they are too small to fuse hydrogen in their cores like larger stars, brown dwarfs fuse deuterium, which has a lower fusion temperature and pressure. This results in a smaller, cooler and dimmer star that cools even further as they age. These types of brown dwarfs are discovered all the time. In fact, around 2,000 have been categorized so far in the Milky Way, but the Accident's unique and totally unexpected characteristics mean that it had been repeatedly overlooked in previous scans for brown dwarfs. Besides the strange spectrum of light, the Accident exhibits an odd pattern of thermal radiation, is speeding quickly around the galaxy, and is only around 53 light-years away. This further underlines the notion that the Accident is something special and isn't like just any other of the brown dwarfs that have previously been located in the solar system. The discovery of a strange star that could date back to the creation of the universe opened up an interesting possibility for scientists concerned with discerning the content of the solar system. While we had taken it for granted that most stars are visible in some form or another, now scientists are forced to admit that doesn't necessarily mean that we have located all the types of stars out there. In the case of the Accident, the discovery highlights the very real possibility that there could be an entire category of impossibly ancient stars that have not been discovered yet simply because they look different from typical stars, and we didn't know what to look for when searching the skies. So, with the strange instance of the Accident in mind, scientists now look to the cosmos with a new frame of reference in order to begin scanning for more of these ancient stars. Only time will tell if their search turns up an entirely new subset of stars that has been lying hidden in plain sight for decades, or if the Accident truly is one of a kind. Captured images of Dogbone asteroid. When it comes to unraveling the secrets of the solar system, scientists must look to the composition of the objects traveling hundreds of light-years away to tell the stories of how the universe was formed and what forces are acting upon it. And new photographs of a strange-looking asteroid called Cleopatra make it seem as though the asteroid might have several clues about the inner workings of the solar system hidden within its strange shape, which is decidedly Dogbone-esque. Although Cleopatra, named after the ancient Egyptian queen, was actually discovered all the way back in 1880, its odd shape was only confirmed 10 years ago, and it wasn't until recent photographs captured by the European Southern Observatory's Very Large Telescope in Chile were revealed that scientists were truly able to get a closer look at the strange characteristics of Cleopatra. The asteroid, which is located over 125 million miles from Earth, in the main asteroid belt located between Mars and Jupiter, was finally able to be accurately measured and is over 250 kilometers wide and weighs over 3,300 trillion tons. These measurements, which are the most accurate that have been able to be obtained to date, have revealed that Cleopatra is almost a third lighter than previous calculations estimated. It completes one leisurely rotation every 5 hours, which is likely the fastest it could spin without its two larger lobes becoming separated. Cleopatra also has 2 moons orbiting it, dubbed Alex Helios and Clea Selene, in a continuation of the Cleopatra theme, a phenomenon that is unique but not unheard of. The moons are appropriately named after Cleopatra's children, as they likely formed from rubble that detached from the main asteroid. Frank Marcus, a lead author of a study published in the journal Astronomy and Astrophysics going over Cleopatra, says that asteroids are not inert bodies but complex mini-geological worlds. Cleopatra and other weird asteroids are natural laboratories to challenge our knowledge of the solar system and make us think outside the box. And scientists believe that the strange shape of Cleopatra will indeed make them think outside of the box as they try to determine whether the unique dog bone appearance can offer any clues as to the composition of the asteroid. Initial speculation centers around the idea that, due to its surprisingly light weight, it is likely very loosely bound rubble of iron that formed due to an impact of larger asteroids billions of years ago. The study of such seemingly innocuous celestial objects helps scientists slowly form a complete understanding of our solar system, and each small bit of information such as this acts as yet another piece in the puzzle that is the incomprehensible mass of space. Firm raises $15 million to bring woolly mammoth back from extinction. It is common knowledge that once an animal becomes extinct, it is gone forever from the face of the earth. However, although it might seem that the woolly mammoth, which went extinct 10,000 years ago, is one of the very last candidates to be able to return to Earth, an American firm has set out to change that fact. There are those within the scientific community who have long believed that it was within the realm of scientific possibility that the woolly mammoth could be brought back to life, but the funding and drive to see the project through had rarely been seriously discussed. Now, however, the bioscience and genetics company Colossal has put an astonishing $15 million behind the project. The company's founders are software entrepreneur Ben Lamb and Harvard Medical School geneticist George Church, and the pair hope that their research funding will create a mammoth-elephant hybrid. Church said that their goal with the project is to make a cold-resistant elephant, but it is going to look and behave like a mammoth. Not because we are trying to trick anybody, but because we want something that is functionally equivalent to the mammoth that will enjoy its time at -40 degrees Celsius and do all the things that elephants and mammoths do, in particular, knocking down trees. The team hopes to begin by creating laboratory-grown embryos with mammoth DNA, which will be carried by a surrogate mother or in an artificial womb, estimating that they could have their first hybrid mammoth baby born within 6 years. To create the hybrid embryo, the researchers involved in the project will combine skin cells from the endangered Asian elephants and versatile stem cells containing mammoth DNA that is responsible for coding mammoth hair, fat layers, and other cold weather adaptations. These mammoth genomes have been recovered from preserved mammoth specimens found in the permafrost that are loosely related to the Asian elephants. Colossal has framed the project as an effort to help conserve the endangered Asian elephants and give them the characteristics required in order to be able to survive and continue to reproduce in the mammoth steppe of the Arctic, known for its vast stretches of frigid temperatures and seemingly uninhabitable land. They also hope that reintroducing the animals can help restore habitat degradation and combat the climate crisis, but there are those who are vehemently against the idea and believe that the idea of totally reinventing the tundra using mammoth-elephant hybrids is beyond the realm of possibility. Some people are hesitant about the potential ramifications behind introducing a several-ton species into an already fragile environment, while there are also those who believe that the possibilities to alter this experiment for other endangered species could combat the mass extinctions being seen all over the globe. However, even in the case that all goes well, the introduction of the first ever woolly mammoth-elephant hybrid isn't due for several more years, so there is still time to wait and ponder the effects. But what do you make of these recent discoveries and announcements? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.